Good morning, afternoon or evening, depends when you're watching this. My name is Josh, and today, with a little help from a friend of mine, we're going to dissect the new awareness campaign we have designed for the Wolf & Woman Distillery, a gin distiller based out of Belambie in Wollongong's northern suburbs. But I think that's enough from me. We should really hear from the marketing professional, so I'll let him take it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. Joshua Lagozo.
Thank you, Josh. Pleasure to be here.
And I assume you got to come from here? Yep, your assumption is absolutely correct. I'll see you in a bit. I don't think you want to be staring at me this whole time, so just like that, welcome to the presentation. Okay, now let's start from the very beginning, the business. Currently, Wolf & Woman Distillery is a small business operating out of a decently sized location. They're good at what they do, the products are good, the services are as well. But what the business really lacks in is an effective presence on social media, a digital identity. The business also needs to critically improve on the content quality and quantity if it wants to fully utilize what social media has to offer for businesses. As you can see here, their Instagram page. It's pretty cluttered, there's no consistent theme that's being presented. It just doesn't feel like a business that's representing itself as best as it can. So, I'm going to start off with the mission statement, as you can see. Notice there's a real defined ambition to maximize the effect of the tools that the business has to access to. Next, we've created a buyer persona we believe best fits the person the Wolf & Woman Distillery are trying to service. Sarah Warren is 30-something years old. She's a mum of two, works as a full-time assistant, and loves to unwind after a work week by socialising on a Friday night with friends. You can see here that she's a big user of Facebook and Instagram, so we've targeted those two platforms specifically. Now, going back to the Wolf & Woman, a social media audit shows that they have around 3,000 to 4,000 followers on each platform, but each post only generates less than 1% engagement. It is understandable not to hit that 100%, which is impossible to attain, but the business really needs to get this number much higher. Which brings us to objective 1 of the brand awareness campaign stage. Increase the average engagement per post from 1% to 10% on Instagram and Facebook through consistent implementation of content themes. We want each post to average 300 to 400 engagements, not 30 to 40. We do this by creating appealing content with a cohesiveness, so on a user's For You page, they know exactly who's posted what content. Our second objective of the campaign, well, increase brand awareness by 20% among the target audience within 6 months via engaging Instagram and Facebook content and community interactions. We want the followers of the business to increase from roughly 38,000 to about 45,000 in the 6-month period after the implementation of this campaign. This will average out as a gain of about 126 followers a month, which is a very attainable goal for this business. Wolf & Woman can obtain this by really buying into the local attraction the Illawarra has to offer, by assuming a sense of pride that potential customers in the local area will identify with, harbouring a sense of pride that both themselves and the business are from Illawarra, in the same sense where a person follows their hometown team in any sort of sport. That is why the social media advertisements that we've created as a rough draft for the business centre around the beauty of the Illawarra, utilising places recognisable to most people who live in the region and creating a tagline that complements the theme while also adding a clever play on words to stick in the minds of users. Now, I know I'm good looking, but if you'd like to turn your attention away from me, please look at the 3 advertisements created for the business. You've just seen 3 ads featuring the small lighthouse in Wollongong, the Illawarra Hotel with its iconic lighting, and the small blowhole down in Kiama. Except, I didn't have to tell you that if you were from the Illawarra. Additionally, studies have shown that the average human attention span is only 8 seconds, which incredibly is shorter than that of a goldfish at 9 seconds. So, in a regular scenario, I would have lost a viewer's attention before I'd even mentioned the blowhole. That is why these ads only show 4 to 5 second clips of these places before throwing the product on screen, placing moving images with the intent of captivating the user for those few vital seconds at the end where the brand logo and the tagline are presented. Now, with the new brand voice created for the business, a wide variety of colour options can be used for the final slide, as well as a different combination of products, as the ads I've just created have not featured the Wolf & Woman's pink gin or their gin cello. The format of the ads, with the inclusion of Illawarra's focal points, creates the opportunity for countless more ads. These other ads, they could feature Bald Hill, they could feature the Seacliff Bridge, they could even feature Wynn Stadium in the middle of Dragons. The possibilities for the business are endless, and with a simple, no-nonsense approach to the ads with an easy-to-copy format, allows the business to create an effective campaign that really resonates with the target audience. Using the pay-so model, these ads really rely on the earned and shared parts of the model. The ads that you've just seen, they cost me a whopping $0 to create and can be easily shared between users already following to those who already are, feeding off of that earned component. Now, the shared section of the model comes from the sense of community that the business creates by highlighting and sharing these videos. Fostering a sense of togetherness through geographical placement means that there is more incentive for the target audience to support a local business and allow the ads to have a wider reach on these platforms. Now, going back a little bit, so why use Facebook and Instagram? Surely there's a better way to find your target market, right? Well, if our target market age was 65 plus, like my parents, I'd agree with you. A study from Search Logistics tells you all you need to know. An incredible 81% of 30 to 49-year-olds use social media. Worldwide, 3.049 billion people use Facebook, and over 2 billion people are on Instagram. So, these two platforms are well and truly best suited for the Wolf and Woman to target. I think you may be getting sick of my voice, so I'll hand you back over to Josh. Thank you, Josh. The Wolf and Woman have a real opportunity to create an entirely new online presence through very simple steps. And by implementing these advertisements once a week for 6 months, we believe that the business will achieve both of their objectives.